of downtown Los Angeles, setting the scene for us here tonight. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, last season, Paul George had a homecoming. He said, as a kid, I pictured playing in L.A. My parents being able to watch me at Staples. I'm not playing for the Clippers. This is home. I'm playing for the home team. It doesn't get any better than that. And Kevin, his family is backing him up. They show up to every game here.
What a story. David, thank you. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the teams to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
And the starting group for the Spurs, we've got Derek White, Miles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Murray and DeRozan in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka, then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point. From deep, George gets it from downtown. Well, we've seen some head coaching changes, Greg, early in the season. How long does it take to fully implement, do you think, a new system with a new coach?
You know, it's a tough question, Kevin. It really can depend on how difficult or complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often run faster because they just understand the game better.
Well, an accurate three-point shooter, Paul George, can get it going from distance.
DeRozan kicks to Wiles. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Beverly. And here comes Leonard, leading the fast break. A finish. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard. Killing it in transition.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Murray against Beverly. Murray right side.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Leonard no luck.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
DeRozan with it. George picks him up.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And that one's good. Beverly.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And stolen by Murray. And oh, here we go, DeRozan. Buddy back.
And guys, I just love watching DeRozan work in the open floor. So good at leaking out and converting.
Beverly for 3. Trades it from beyond the arc. Beverly's got 5 points so far.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
White, wide open, he fires. Here's Aldridge, and the dunk by Aldridge.
You stand next to LaMarcus Aldridge, that 6'11 frame, he's so big, that helped to keep that possession alive, and then he finished it off.
And it's George missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The three from George. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
Well, that three-pointer's going to fire up George and the entire team.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Patrick Beverley. San Antonio also making some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Trey Lyles. And it's Johnson in for Derek White. Aldridge, the pass to DeRozan. Spurs working the ball around now. Shot from 12. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist by Murray. Murray's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, he's been around the block a few years. Aldridge added that J a few seasons ago, has stuck with it. A big part of his statement. Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Aldridge kicks to Murray. Second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
It's Williams with the drive. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. The Spurs have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Here's DeRozan. And another basket for San Antonio.
And this has really always been a staple of his game. You see how confident DeRozan is with that mid-range.
Now, here's Kennard. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix. To the right side. For 3, Murray tries again. And he lays it up and in. Timeout. DeRozan's got 8 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Batum in for George. The Spurs also changing it up. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Lonnie Walker comes in for DeMar DeRozan. It's Mills in for Murray. Now, here's Mills. His last outing, he had 8 points. To the wing right side. Here's Gay. And finished off by Gay.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Walker against Kennard. Buries it from 3-point range.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great, scoring is coming in bunches, and both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Mills looking it over. Back to Gay. 16 feet away. Kept alive. Passes it to Mills. Back to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, there's a couple things that Patty is working on to be a better player in this league, and finding the open man is one of them.
Williams attacking, and the shot is good.
Really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Johnson, the pass to Pirtle. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Morris. All by himself. And the dunk by Zubac.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And here's Mills for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They can be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the replay center, Alan Secaucus, is delivering the footage. And guys, it sure looks like the shot left his hands just a moment too late.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players to acclimate themselves to the NBA.
This game, it's a physical game, obviously, but, a lot of it is mental. So, just, making sure you're thinking while you're out there is, one of the big things for me. One of the things I've kind of learned since I've been in the league.
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for San Antonio, Rudy Gay is out there with Jakob Poeltl. And it's Mills, and it's Walker in at the 2. Williams for 3. Here's Zubac. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Zubac has got his second basket of the game.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
Hey, Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself. Accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
Now here's Williams. They get a hand on it. Zubac kicks to Kennard. From deep three-point range, and again, Los Angeles with the triple.
That's pretty much not how they want to bend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And it's Mills with the ball for San Antonio. Trailing here by 8. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Well, you never want to concede a game before you play it. That said, though, they were just overmatched.
Tough thing about that one is they also were playing a poor opponent, so no fire in that game. And that sticks with you a little bit.
And the Clippers call time here. And Los Angeles with some changes. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Zubac. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Burke. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Walker. And it's White in for Patty Mills. Los Angeles leading by 6. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
And the rejection by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. A 2 for 3. No shot off that time. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Here's DeRozan. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 for the 4 with the basket.
And talk about a strong finisher. DeRozan will challenge anyone when he's looking to score.
Count it. Spurs trail by 4. Here's White. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. From deep, George. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. From deep. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
The Spurs have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 and 10. Pass it to Aldridge. Gets to DeRozan. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Johnson is checked in for the Spurs. Murray comes in for White. Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the floor, they need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
And here is Aldridge after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Here's DeRozan. Here's Lyles. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
Clippers leading by 6. From deep, George slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And it's Paul George with the foul. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Here's Beverly. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson, a wide open look. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
He's very smart about spotting up in transition, and no one rotated over to contest that one.
Great with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan. It helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. He doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim. Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Now here's Johnson. He's coming off a 22-point game against Utah. Tipped away. Stolen by Beverly. Fast break. Here they come. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Beverly has strength to go along with a tremendous amount of quickness. And a nice job on the break that time.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the basket by DeRozan.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
From deep, George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead and into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He ended up with 26 points. Looking at the Paul George trade last year, he cost an unprecedented treasure chest of assets. Shaq, was he worth it?
In a win-now environment, Ernie, yes. When you mortgage your future like that, nothing goes wrong. Taxes and all that good stuff.
Well, the value of trading, as we thought earlier, is the contract. You can maximize every time. So that's what people try to follow that trend. But we don't know if it works yet. And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Now, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Spurs. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka. And it's Morris in at the four-man position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Not much that gets sped up in LaMarcus Aldridge's game. Right there, you can see the force that he has.
From deep, George. Los Angeles keeps it going. The new 14-second shot clock. And Ibaka is right there. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Murray surveying the D. DeRozan trying to get open. Murray, good. Murray's got his second basket of the night.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Lays it up off the glass.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
From deep, George. San Antonio with the rebound. Miles got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half. Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be having 3 of 4 to start it off.
And that one's good. Leonard.
Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
Leonard with the steal. And finished off by Leonard.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Spurs trail by 8. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's foul number 2 for him. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Paul George. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Mills is checked in for San Antonio. And let's look at some league leaders. Big defense being played by these small forwards. They're leading their position in blocks over the last month. 5th best, Kawhi Leonard.
Just superb in terms of their athletic defending ability. I mean, all of them. They never give up on a play and do everything they can to challenge each and every shot.
Well, if you don't have great shot blocking ability, you can make up with it physical play and great timing. They can climb the ladder when they need to defend shots like that. That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Mills.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Beverly for three. Connects from three-point range. Beverly's got 10 points.
Do what you gotta do. That's Patrick Beverly in a nutshell.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him. Well, a pretty decent distributor at his position. Rudy's good at getting rid of the ball that time.
Batum with the three, and that's collected by Gay. Spurs trail by 7. Here's Vassell, and good that time.
Timeout.
Vassell's got his first bucket of the night.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. And the Clippers call time here. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for a bucket. Luke Kennard comes in for Morris. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. Lonnie Walker comes in for White. Drills it from outside. Williams has got his third bucket of the night.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Mills finds Gay. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Williams passes to Batum. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Batum's got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles. And it's Mills with the ball for the Spurs. And it's blocked. And they're trying to bounce. San Antonio will retain possession. A three off the inbound.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Johnson's got 7.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
That one goes. Counted. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Right now, no shaking Sweet Lou when he's close to the basket. He's good at looking off the defense.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the Spurs. DeJounte Murray comes in for Patty Mills. Walker dishes to Aldridge. Off target with his three. Los Angeles leading by 12. Here's Kennard. That one doesn't go. Excellent D there by Johnson. Gay kicks to Murray. Here's Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 8th assist in the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
LA has gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Wasted no time on that one. Kennard's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Clippers. Murray outside. Zubac against Aldridge. Rebound by the Clippers.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Now here's Johnson. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Johnson, the pass to Walker. Oh, wide open look here for Aldridge. He clanks that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
That's a two from Kennard. Again, Los Angeles. Now Murray to the inside. 3 seconds left. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
So smooth in everything he does. Aldridge with the little up fake and the defender overcommits. He takes a base.
Both free throws good from Aldridge.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? He's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Clippers lead by 11. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court right now for the Spurs. Aldridge out there with Lyons. Then it's Johnson. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Murray in at the one.
He's just gifted with the basketball, and that includes making plays. Lou Williams spotting a man that time.
Here's DeRozan. Good work defensively by Morris.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Sinks the triple.
Paul George taking initiative tonight and going right at the defense.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Williams. Spurs also with the sub. White's checked in. Shots good by Lyons.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Beverly for three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You have to tip your cap to Patrick Beverly, really working in the offseason to become a more consistent three-point threat.
Here's DeRozan. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Here's Beverly. From deep, George. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 6 rebounds now in the game. DeRozan on the wing. It doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will come the other way. Ibaka, this is to George. Shoots over White. Shot is good off the back rim and in. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
It's good, and the Clipper lead has got back down to 14 on those points from DeMar DeRozan. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's the three. Rebounded by the Spurs. Murray's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the rejection by Ibaka. And he recovers it. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Clippers leading by 14. The three from George. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Spurs have won 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Aldridge takes it off the glass.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And the Clippers call time here. Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Ron Lewis, he talked with the team. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what they've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Fades, and the Spurs scoring again.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
And here's Morris for three. Rebound by Murray.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Finished off by DeRozan.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
And George gets it to go.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line in a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Murray kicks to DeRozan. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And it's 29 points for DeMar DeRozan. George has a two-pointer. Again, Los Angeles.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Here's Murray. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that one.
And again for three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Ray, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. So San Antonio goes with a fresh five on the floor. Los Angeles leading by 18. It's George on the wing. Fires for three. And no good that time. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It could definitely be considered a statement win for the Clippers.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for George.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Offensive rebound. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And that one falls for Jones. A different look for the Clippers. Kevin Gelly's checked in. And it's Batum in for Paul George. There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's Jackson with the three. Rebound, San Antonio. Now, here's Walker. Jones, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark. Batum scanning the floor. Sinks the three-pointer.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and they put them on the line.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam tapped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
So it's Los Angeles win this one easy. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, you all turned it on down the stretch, so what was the difference?
We started to play defense and execute on the offensive end, and we finally started to knock down shots.
Well, that led to a win, man, and I appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.